Hello, let's take a look at today's market recap, Wednesday, June 5th, 2024, starting with ES. So ES right now has a double top with Monday, May 20th's high, 536825. We came within $1 of it. So right now it's a weekly bull flag double top. We did not confirm today. On SPY, we got over the all-time high from May 20th, the week of May 20th, but we did not get over it in futures. That is notable. However, I don't think anyone can fuss or complain about the bull performance today. Speaking of bull performance, let's just start out with the star of the show, Nvidia. Nvidia chooses violence. Nvidia is still going in after hours. Nvidia has the stock split on Monday, 10-for-1, and it is my suspicion that Nvidia is running into that split. So I'm reading my notes. We just surpassed Apple in market cap. Let me look what it is. Yeah, 3.01 trillion, and Apple is 3 trillion. So we just surpassed Apple in market cap. Not that that has a huge thing to do with the stock itself, unless you're trying to sell your company, but just thought it was a fun fact to pass along. So Nvidia really lifted the entire market. When you look at the heat map, we had technology green. Microsoft actually had a really good day. Meta had a great day. Meta had an upgrade this morning. We had software with a green day with CRM earnings last night. Utilities were red, which you would expect on a big green day that the hedges would be red. Healthcare had a break today, and that's okay. They've been carrying us. So overall, pretty green day. And right now we have Lulu earnings. Thought I'd mention that has a high implied volatility. All right. So let's break the price down action around 1200. So today I posted in chat 4 hours ago, the longer the bulls hover up here at 1200 with Nvidia, in my opinion, it increases the chances that it will get over 1200. Bears aren't making headway, pouncing on the rejection at 1200. It takes a lot more money to push up a $1,200 stock. Let's see what the bulls can do. And then I commented, I would anticipate at least a $4 or $5 quick move if it breaks over 1200 on the stop run. So looking here, we hovered right under 1200 from 825, almost 3 hours before we popped. How did I know or have the bull lean that we would pop bull? Because these rejections, we weren't even losing the 12 EMA. We're talking the lowest we got in this area was 1197. When bulls or bears fail to do what the obvious is, which the obvious was get over 1200, when they fail to do it, that's when bears should pounce and you should see a $10 drop. We didn't see that. Bulls were holding it up there. And if we would have seen a $10 drop, that would have decreased the chances that we got over 1200 because it takes so much more money to move a $1,200 stock. So the fact that the bulls couldn't even get it below the 5-minute 12 EMA and we're just having $2 and $3 drops, that gave me that bull lean. And also we were holding the 50 RSI on the 5-minute. And then look at this high compression squeeze here. The orange dots, the high compression squeeze, and then we got a big pop out of it. And the first candle that we got out of it was $4. So we got a $4 move on the first candle. So and it's not like I have some type of witch powers. I've just seen this enough. This is a very, very high probability trade setup. Again, if Nvidia was dropping $10, $15 every time it was attempting 1200, I would stay away from that trade because it's more likely to fail. The fact that the bulls were holding it up so close to 1200 gave me more conviction to the bulls. And then when you see that pop over 1200, you have so many stop orders at 1201, 1202, and you just run them all real quick and you get that the slippage. All right. So I did, I'll leave NVDA right now. I do want to cover, tomorrow we have jobless claims, but the most important thing we have is non-farm payrolls on Friday. I always get those confused. Non-farm payrolls on Friday. That's a much bigger piece of data than jobless claims tomorrow, but jobless claims can still move the market. All right, going back up. NASDAQ did get a new all-time high. NASDAQ, weekly bull flag confirmed. Weekly bull flag confirmed. So this morning we were talking about ES has a weekly bull flag. NASDAQ has a bull flag. Well, VIX has a weekly bear flag, and so many things were lining up for the bulls. And then in pre-market, I discussed the dollar. The dollar had this potential daily bear flag, and we got a higher high without follow through. When we see these higher highs without follow through, we know to be looking the other way, especially if we have a bear flag formation, which we did on the dollar. So all of those things, VIX and dollar were giving me more confidence in the market bulls, and ES and NASDAQ were giving me more confidence with the weekly bull flags and the fact that semis were leading in pre-market. And I actually told our room in the chat this morning when I was live streaming at 7 a.m. my time, 9 a.m. Mountain time, I said, wow, we have a lot of chart requests this morning. I'm expecting some volatility today. And boy, did we have it. We had such a fun time trading this morning live. We traded actually some shorts that worked, Affirm and XLB shorts, and then SMCI long. It was a fun morning. All right, getting back to the indices. RTY, we broke through yesterday's high. Plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low now. The Dow is looking for a daily lower high. The Dow is having some problems. We are looking for a daily lower high. We have the 50 MA, 12 and 26 EMA overhead. We're looking for that lower high. We've bounced enough to make room for a higher low, but if you're looking for an index to short, I would make it the Dow right now. And we'll see what tomorrow looks like. Of course, things can change. And then VIX, we had that breakdown, the double daily inside bars break bear. Just giving more validity to that weekly bear flag on the higher time frame. Bitcoin had a bullish day. We got a bull break, gave back a little more than what bulls would like to see, but we're holding the prior day high. So Bitcoin looks good. We have a squeeze on the hourly chart. Ethereum is where I spent most of my time this morning, looking at this 4-hour high compression squeeze, these orange dots. Let me delete the box around it. These high compression squeeze. And I told the pregame and the early morning show that I was looking more at Ethereum. So Bitcoin was up more than Ethereum, but the setup looked better on Ethereum for an explosive move. And all the squeeze tells us is that pressure is building. It doesn't tell me the direction that it's going to break. So still, we had a lot of fun with this. They had ETH ETF notes that came out and that popped the stock. Did I know news was about to come out? No, but the chart told me that something was brewing. Coin, unbelievable move today. We're over the daily resistance and it's definitely outperforming its cohorts. Mara, we're unable to break the prior day high. MSTR, we broke the daily resistance, but only by $3. That's not a lot for a $1,700 name. And Riot was super weak compared to its counterparts. So tomorrow, and this is how I remind myself that what I'm looking for at a quick glance right there. I'm looking for a lower high on the hourly chart on Riot tomorrow. Speaking of quick, I will be doing rapid fire charts tomorrow for pregame. We normally don't have pregame on Thursday, but it's a special day. I am just going to answer your chart request and we're going to rapid fire them. And I hope to cover about 50 charts in 25 minutes. We'll see if I'm that efficient, but it'll be fun. All right, the dollar, we covered that daily bear flag is looking like it has more validity. Gold took advantage of that. We now have an hourly bull flag on gold. We broke bull by $2. I don't think that's enough at this point. It's not convincing, but plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low. GDX is bouncing from the daily 50 MA. We have a daily inside bar. It had a nice green day with dollar weakness, gold strength. And we're not getting over the hourly 50 MA, but we have enough room for hourly higher low on a pullback. Oil got a bounce going, but let me caution you. This is definitely a cautionary tale. We still have a potential 12-hour bear flag on oil, so don't get too complacent as a bull. Just stay cautious. We had oil inventory today, gave it a little push. SMCI had a great day, but overall pretty poor performance considering. It looks like all the buying power was used up early in the day, and then midday, the bulls that had the money, they took their money and ran over to the NVDA chart to push it over 1200. I'm being slightly facetious, but it actually does make a lot of sense to me. AMD had a big bull day, kind of the same thing. The bulls took their money over to NVDA to push it up. But AMD will take a almost 4% day. ARM with a huge day. We got over this 135.41. Your next resistance is 140 and then 145. This will be on back burner watch tomorrow for sure. And semis, there's nothing bearish about new all-time highs, is there? Apple got through that 145.86, but then at the end of the day, kind of gave up some of its gains, yet held the prior day high. I would say Apple had a good day. Apple was pushing in here and the market wasn't. So Apple got over its key resistance, closed above the prior day high. I don't think it's anything for it to hold its head about. Amazon kind of faked out early in the morning with a push down and then closed up near the high of day. On the 4-hour, we've made enough room for a higher low, and we have likely set this weekly higher low. Now, will this be a right shoulder to weekly head and shoulders? That remains to be seen. Microsoft had a big day, a really big day. We have plenty of room for an hourly higher low over today's low. Wow. 416.30. Yeah, we barely touched into yesterday's range, and then the bulls just took off. Very impressive. What's Microsoft's market cap? 3.15 trillion. Bigger than Nvidia? I would have to verify that with another source. Trading view can sometimes be wonky. Netflix had a really big bull day. We have a ways to go to get over 664.25. But very impressive day for Netflix bulls. It could be on back burner watch tomorrow as well. Tesla, I want to sing Carrie Underwood's song, but I will save y'all my singing. I want to sing Jesus Take the Wheel every time I look at this chart. The daily bounce from the daily 50 MA. You see that lower wick of bulls buying the dip, but that's about all we managed to do. We did not get over the 12 and 26 EMA. Cannabis stocks, nothing to be said there. Look the other way. We have a quad bottom on XLF at $41. I've been pointing that out for a couple days, and this morning in the live stream, as long as $41 holds, it was a good area to bottom fish. Lulu had earnings. Looks like they're running from what I can see at the corner of my eye. Absolutely. Yeah, they got beat down into earnings, and the bulls have had enough. It would just take one piece of really good news to squeeze them. I'm not saying the squeeze will hold, though. All right, and then I wanted to talk about GameStop had a beautiful day. Daily resistance is 40.50. Odds favor a daily lower high compared to that level, but these bulls seem to be on a little mission with a rounded bottom here. And Dan will be putting out a video, I believe this evening, about game specific to GameStop. Yeah, nice run up on volume. And then Crowd had earnings last night, and they had a great recovery after a morning dump. All right, that's it for the market recap. Thanks for joining me. If you want to give me a follow on X, this is who I am, Chart Gal Lori. I would appreciate it, and use stop losses.